What's up, guys? Today I want to talk about emotions. And as a registered clinical counselor, I deal a lot with emotions. Often we teach clients about them and what they mean and how they affect us and how to help them and cope with them. So today I wanted to talk about anxiety. And when we conceptualize anxiety, what I think about it is think of a clear white snowball. It's pure, it's pristine, it's at the top of a hill. Now, on its own, anxiety is not really a big deal. It's a feeling that's really normal, and a lot of us have it. I don't know anyone that's ever not felt anxiety. It's a natural emotion. Now, think of that anxiety snowball. Pure white, it's at the top of the hill, and it starts rolling down the hill. So it's rolling down the hill and it's picking up all sorts of stuff. Snow isn't clean and hills aren't clean, so it's probably picking up some maybe dirt, leaves, dog poo that wasn't cleaned up. All this stuff is sticking to a pure white snowball. So what was a normal emotion starts picking up stuff. So that pure white emotion of anxiety has rolled, it's to the bottom of the hill. It's covered in all sorts of dirty stuff. And what those dirty stuff represents is all our struggle against the emotion of anxiety. I struggle with it, and you might struggle with it too. When we push against it and avoid all situations that bring us anxiety, we're adding those dirty stuff to that anxiety emotion. And the emotion doesn't go away. It keeps popping up again and again because now stuff is stuck to it. It's not going to melt. Does that make sense? Now, when we struggle against that emotion of anxiety in a healthy person, it might cause resistance and avoidance, and that might come out in coping mechanisms that aren't healthy for us, like drinking or drugs, or just pure avoidance of all situations that include that anxiety or bring on that anxiety. But in chronic illness, how anxiety will affect us is inflaming our disorder. Because anxiety can bring on cortisol, the stress hormone. It'll inflame all our organs and inflame the rest of our body, which triggers our whole system of maybe fibromyalgia, maybe chronic fatigue. It'll worsen symptoms. So when we have anxiety and we push away from it, it makes symptoms worse too. With anxiety, we're kind of just desperate not to feel anxious. So looking at that snowball at the bottom of the hill, it's still a pure white snowball inside. It's a normal, healthy emotion of anxiety, but now it's covered in all of the struggle against it, the avoidance, the symptoms, inflaming, all of the things attached to it, sometimes trauma that gets triggered too. So that snowball's dirty, but inside, it's a normal, healthy emotion. Now, often what I find is clients want to take that snowball, dirty, clean, whatever it is, take all of the anxiety, get rid of it, throw it in the garbage, shut it out. But what I want you to understand is that anxiety is a normal, healthy emotion, and it's okay to feel it. The part that you need to understand, though, is not the anxiety. The anxiety is never the problem. It's healthy, in fact. The problem is the struggle and suffering against the anxiety. The more we push it away, the more we suffer. And the first thing we want to do with the anxiety is take that dirty snowball and scrape all that yucky stuff off of it by processing them and processing why they got there. And that'll help us get to just the emotion of anxiety and learn how to feel it and learn how to help it melt away. So this is just kind of a conceptualization of how a human emotion like anxiety and stress can turn into something more, like trauma symptoms and chronic issues in our body that won't go away. And so that's a little bit about what we do in counseling with the emotion of anxiety. I hope it helped. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to learn more about emotions, chronic illness, trauma, all that stuff that we love creating for you. Bye for now.